Hello, my name is Rivas Mayoki, and you're on my channel. So, I'm sorry, I find it so hilarious to look at my own face like reflected back at me. And no matter how often I record myself, which is not that often, it's so bizarre. I don't know how people get used to it. Like, I guess you get born into it, that your every move is recorded. So, that aside, and now the end is near, so I face the final curtain. My friend, I stood it clear. Anyway, why should we sing to our children? Because we should. Um, I spent some time listening to AI narrated YouTube videos about ancient cultures and all sorts of stuff. And as I was listening to them, I started to thinking about how to realize, how to distinguish that AI voice. And I realized there was no breathing. There were no breaths, no intakes of breath, just like fire. Words are flowing seamlessly. Of course, in the future they can add in breath, but what was done was the opposite. The tools with which autotune, with which songs are edited not only in post production, but while you sing and in the mic, the technology is now so advanced that they cut out breaths and adjust tones, and everything is comes out more pristine than it would if you just sang live without any correction. And that's all fine and dandy for performers who are paid to do that. But what ends up happening is that our view of what is normal singing and what is good singing gets distorted. Like, you start to think that good singers are these flawless performers, that their voice never cracks, that they always hit the note, that they don't even, you can't hear them breathe as they sing. And it feels to me like, all right, we have this branch of industrialization that is leading all arts to this level of perfection and flawlessness of this beauty everyone wants to enjoy and uh, has no issue with it, listening to it and consuming it. I'm sorry, my tongue is tired. uh, Day after day, year after year, without getting fatigue from it, because there are no flaws to irk your ears. But there is another layer of doing art, of singing, performing, and producing pieces of art. And it's not just to be sold, to be consumed, to be a content, to uh, become something for other people. The first layer of art, why we all start doing art when we are children, is to express ourselves, to get to know ourselves, to gain a skill of writing, a skill of using pens, tools, and everything starts with a pen. So, singing is one of the true original ways people express their joy and sadness and shorten their long days in the field. And to sing along is just a communal beautiful experience where everyone is singing, and because everyone is singing, nobody is standing listening who does it wrong, because it's a sound that envelops you, encompasses the space you are in which you perform some menial task that is too dull and too repetitive to keep your attention. So you sing while you're doing stuff to ease your mind, because mind doesn't like repetition. At least that's how I see it. My mind does not like repetition. So you sing along and you create a tune, you reproduce a tune, and it's something that stays in that space, that stays in the memory of people who performed it, not to be repeated over and over again, to be perfected, to be better at, but just to exist as an experience of a moment, and enhancing the memory as something beautiful rather than something tiring. So you should sing to your children, even if you think you sing badly, maybe especially if you think you sing badly. If you sing badly, they will be emboldened to show you how it's done. And so they will always think, oh, I may not sing like this singer, but I sing better than my mother. My children already have that. And I think it's a valuable asset to have in life, to see someone you admire, who is your whole world as you grow up, do something badly, unashamed and unabashedly, just for the fun of it, and they can join in and they can better you, and it's a fun thing when they better you. But to get accustomed that singing is something everyone can do, something that is not restricted for elite, small circle of professionals who spend day every day, whole day, maintaining their instrument and taking care of it and practicing it and keeping it in shape. So I sang quite regularly for a few years daily, for a few hours, and there were quite great improvements upon my hearing, how I hear the song, how I discern what is good, what is not, and how the projection got louder and bigger. And I wasn't, I don't sing as regularly these days. And when I sing, I can feel my instrument is rugged and it's not trained, and it does not sound as controlled as it does when I use it regularly. But that doesn't matter, because I don't sing for an audience. I don't sing uh, to be heard by crowds. I sing for myself. I sing because it's joyful, and I sing for my children so they can sing along. And even if they don't sing along, they can sing with themselves, uh, following the music and not thinking it's something strange or something they should be ashamed of, or something that should be judged as something on a level professionals do it. I think my main point is, in arts, when I do arts, and when I encourage other people to do art, is there are levels of, from amateur to professional, and even not every professional is equally good at it, and there is no need to judge everyone by professional standards. There's no need for everyone to sing good, to sing loud, to sing beautiful, to sing immaculately, if that is a word. But there is a need for us to be able to let our voice soar, to let our voice be heard, to let ourselves express joys and sorrow, because we cry. and our face can hurt when we cry very bitter and sad tears, but there are just so many tears you can cry before your eyes dry up and you're like, I'm so tired, my eyes are puffy, I can't do it anymore. But when you sing, you can express your sorrow, you can express your joy in a way that is freeing and that is expanding. I went too far. My point was you should definitely sing to your children so they have their parents' voice in their head, and when they sing that they don't compare themselves to the radio, to something that is processed in an industrial line of production of music to the point that it doesn't even sound human anymore, and that when we hear AI voices we don't even hear that there is no saliva in the mouth, there is no breath coming out of your throat. You just accept it as a voice, not realizing it's not a voice, because we have been trained for years to expect music and singing that sounds like that, without a pause, without a breath, without any imperfection. Anyway, I'm a great on imperfections. Bring them on. Life is dull and life is short, but it's also very long when you repeat menial tasks and everything you hear sounds the same, because lately the music all sounds the same. There's no personality to it, and it's been a few years since I heard an artist I want to sing along with, and that is a big part of music for me. I want songs I can sing along with when they are on the radio, and which I can sing on my own in my own interpretation, because the melody is fun enough to try to reproduce it. Anyway, I'm looking forward to new artists who are daring to sing and be as natural as they're allowed by the industry. And in the meantime, sing to yourself, sing in the shower, sing in the kitchen, sing while you're crying, sing while you're walking, if that is not too odd for your environment. And see you around. Bye.